But since you're here, like, could you share a few tips? So when people go to a restaurant and they're presented with a wine list, they often feel maybe intimidated. Maybe they don't know everything that's on the list. Maybe they're looking at prices. Can you give us a few tips for how to order a good wine when you're out to eat?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if there is a sommelier there, I always recommend talking to them because they're always super helpful at navigating a wine list. But more often than not, these days, there's not somms in restaurants, which is a real shame, but it's just kind of the way the industry turned after COVID. So, wine lists are really fun. Don't be afraid to order something that you've never seen before. If it's like a name that you have no idea how to pronounce, just do your best to pronounce it because if there's not a sommelier on staff, I can almost guarantee your server probably doesn't know the correct way to pronounce it either. So we're all
Yeah.
just kind of guessing together, which is fun. Um, Also, price points. So in restaurants, I feel like $60 to $100 tends to be a sweet spot, and that range is totally fine. Like you can find some pretty good wines around there, and so you don't have to also like I mean, groceries cost $300 every time you go for groceries these days. You don't have to spend $300 on a bottle of wine at dinner if you don't want to, and you'll still get quality stuff. I know it's maybe a little controversial, but I would avoid the grapes that you know really well, like the Cabernets, the Pinot Noirs, and the Merlots, because chances are those are um, lesser quality around that price point just because they're not indigenous grapes, right? So they demand a higher price point. So if you are buying a $300 bottle, hit those grape varietals. But if you're looking for cheaper, try wine from somewhere else. Try a different grape varietal. Try something from Greece, from Hungary, from Austria, because those are going to be on the cheaper side. They'll be on the lower end side, but the quality will be higher, right? Because the truth of the matter just is if you have a really nice Pinot Noir, you get to charge more for it. So if you have a really nice Assyrtiko, probably no one's going to pay you the same amount as they would for a really nice Chardonnay. So just kind of the balance of that, I would recommend trying grapes that you don't see a lot or you even don't know how to pronounce. You can also, you can always just point, I want this one. If you don't know how
But
to
how do you
say
know
it
if
and
you're
you're like,
looking at a list? Like, how do you make it? How can a non-som make a decision about what to order with your meal?
I would just look at, again, look at your price point. Don't go outside of the range you're comfortable in. Look at, they're normally always kind of organized by white wines, red wines, rosé wines, sparkling wines. There's some kind of navigation to give you a hint as to what it is. And then you can always ask. Most servers in restaurants have at least tried all the wines that they serve. And even if they're not an expert, you could be like, is this really oaky? And they'll know what you're talking about. Like they'll
Yeah.
have a concept of it. So if, they can kind of help steer you in that way, or you could be like, hey, is this wine super heavy? Is it like really dark like a Cabernet, or is it lighter like a Pinot Noir? And even if servers don't know wine, they know that.
Is it okay to ask for a taste of it?
Yes. If it's by the glass, yes. If you're buying a bottle, it's a little different because they'd have to open that bottle and then kind of eat the cost on it if you don't like it. But if it's by the glass, absolutely. You should be trying your wine before you commit to a full glass, right? I mean, that's a standard procedure in a lot of restaurants. Four Seasons, of course, you pour a small taste, they taste it, and you say, do you like it? And then you make sure before you pour them 5 ounces. Because otherwise you just wasted like 5 ounces of wine versus, you gave someone an ounce of wine, which isn't even a waste because they drank it.
Is it okay to ask for a taste of 10 wines?
I've had a lot of people do that in my career. And I want to
Really?
say no because it's a lot of work for me. But also, the truth of the matter is, like, if you're just looking for a glass you like, you can keep trying the wines. Just don't keep going back and trying the same wine because then just order your glass.